5 strikes in 6 weeks, 27 people dead. Donald Trump says they may now start targeting alleged Venezuelan drug traffickers inside the country.
We are certainly looking at land now because we've got the sea very well under control.
The White House has claimed, without presenting evidence, that each boat carried drugs headed for the United States. It has proclaimed it is now in an armed conflict with the drug traffickers and says that gives them the legal right to do what it's doing. One international law expert says that is deeply worrying.
The administration's position is they could declare anyone outside the United States a terrorist and unilaterally blow them up with no evidence and no due process. That's a scary thing for any government. And so hopefully this set of incidents is going to raise some discussion about that and some demand for constraint and restraint on behalf of the administration.
In what was a surprising admission, the US president also confirmed he'd authorised the US spy agency, the CIA, to carry out covert operations in Venezuela.
I authorized for 2 reasons, really. Number one, they have emptied their prisons into the United States of America. And the other thing are drugs. We have a lot of drugs coming in from Venezuela.
The US has a history of interfering in Latin American politics. In the middle of the last century, it supported right-wing coups in places like Bolivia, Chile, Argentina and Brazil and elsewhere. A history Venezuela President Nicolas Maduro invoked when told of Trump's comments.
No to CIA-orchestrated coup d'etat, which recall the 30,000 disappeared in the CIA-backed coups against Argentina, the Pinochet coup, and the 5,000 young people who were killed or disappeared. How many more CIA coups? Latin America doesn't want them, doesn't need them, and rejects them.
A number of US politicians, Republican and Democrat, have raised the question of the legality of the operations off the coast of Venezuela. But Maduro, whose last election victory was questioned internationally, says he's mobilizing the military, the police and civilian militias to defend his country from the threat of regime change. Alan Fisher, Al Jazeera, Washington.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.